获得拉得记的剑。哇！哎呦！哎，他追来，他追来了，快跑，快跑了！快快快快！跑离这里，跑离这里！哎，喂！强奸女生！我砍你！哎，我救不了你，我救不了啊！我救不了你啊！等一下，等一下，等一下！啊，我死了！哇！我砍一下，快跑，快跑！走走走！哎哎哎！我没有上到马，又死了。哎，等一下，等一下！上马，上马，上马！不要给我按那个！等一下，等一下，这马要怎么骑啊？我不会骑马，我摔下马了。走走走走走，这是不是没人叫我骑马？把剑收起来，剑收起来。啊，算收不起来，赶紧跑，赶紧跑了，哎。哇！啊！我是中箭了。等我跑完了。哎，等一下，等一下，等一下，他们追我太多了吧！我流血，我流血了，完蛋了！不要追了，不要！还在追我，不要追我了！
Left. Hamburg is to the left along the stream.
我是走错边了，啊，都一样啊。跑就对了，跑就对了。没人追了吧？哦，没人追了，没人追了。哎，有，他们在追了。哎，跑快一点啊！等，跑起来，跑起来！哎，别追了，别追了！我跑过他，我跑赢他了。哇，这些人也蛮强的，跑超快的。哎，还用走的。别再追了！
Warn the others. They've torched Scarlet.
等一下，他射到我了！别再追了，我要追到哪里去？我觉得我要死了。哦，到了，到了，到了！快死了！
Quickly, everyone! Get your asses here!
Hey! And load! close! Inga!
你们射太烂了吧！ 哎，我不止中一箭吧
Someone give him a drink, and bring hot wine and bandages. Tell me, boy, who are you, and where are you from? What in hell's name happened?
I've come from Skalitz. They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
Who? Who burned it to the
A
ground?
huge army. They attacked without warning. And they weren't Czechs or Germans either.
Who then?
I don't know. I've never seen armor like it or heard their language. Maybe Tatars?
这是领左。
Tartars, you say? Well, we'll deal with that later. First, let's have a look at that leg of yours. Grit your teeth, boy. I'm gonna pull that hair out.
哦，好痛啊！哎，我只是个打铁小子，你们这样子。
Easy. All done. You were lucky, lad. The arrow missed the bone. It only needed bandaging, and I've done that often enough before. War is a good teacher. Can you stand? There you go. Good as new.
哦，哎，在粗鲁了吧？
Thank you.
If you idlers nothing better to do, get back to work.
回去干活
You'll
啊
have！to speak to Lord Divish. Can you manage? Sir, this is a survivor from...
I heard, Robart. Tell me, boy, what exactly happened? Did you see the ensigns of the attackers? Were there any more survivors?
Sir, I don't know what army it was, but it was huge. There were dozens of banners flying on the hill above Skalitz. The ones who did the slaughtering spoke a strange language. They burned Skalitz to the ground, but a lot of people took refuge in the castle. I wasn't quick enough. And as I fled, they shouted from the battlements that I should come and warn you.
The soldiers the boy didn't recognize. They could be those Cumans of Sigismund's. It said they came to Hungary from the east, and now they're the core of his army. Sacking Gutenberg must have given him a taste for stolen silver.
Skalitz is a small castle, sir. If Sigismund attacks, they can't hold.
Indeed, Sir Robart. And our small garrison would be no help, even if we could risk sending them.
You think we're next in line?
Maybe. What's your name, boy?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith.
I know him. Did he make it inside the castle? I'm sorry. It's in God's hands now. No one else can.
哇，我老爸人脉蛮广的。
Anyway, thank you for risking your neck to warn us. Robart, take care of Henry. Make sure he gets something to eat and some rest.
Yes, sir.
And get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
As you command, sir.
好，找他们叫我们找他讲话嘛？我怎么模糊了
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you...
去吃个东西啊？哪里有吃的？
I heard about the
这边吗？好，跟着他。
You had a fine reputation. It's a great loss.
哟，我还以为门怎么自己开的。
Ah, milady. You're fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
Lady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bojana here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you, young master? Here you are then. Eat your fill.
哇，人
And a
不
little
错
wine
哎
to，wash it down.
还可以给我喝红酒哦。
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the outer bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, milady.
哇，
Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, yes. Thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, ma'am.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge.
然后我的鞋子脱
Don't
掉。
take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
看来这位队长有洁癖呀、吃饭了，拿起来。哎，还有烤鸭哎，这也拿。我先吃啊，我先吃。我要撑不住了。我要撑不住了。
Seems I'm not good enough for the gent.
My word. Oh, good God.
我想睡觉了。
I need to lie down before I split my face open from yawning.
我去拿一拿吧。喝酒，他不是帮我倒红酒了吗？有红酒，先把东西吃一吃吧。饿死了。再吃个，有了，这样吃饱了，我们去睡觉啊。我要倒了，我要跌倒了。这里啊。 把门关起来吧。哦，好好睡觉了。哇！睡觉吧。睡到早上啊。哎，怎样？啊，我没脱鞋哈。 糟糕了，我忘了脱鞋了。哦，剧情哦。不是啊，这洞有点，我没有隐私哎。
Yes?
哦，我还以为队长来检查我有没有脱鞋。
Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady. No, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little wine. It's just what you need.
这夫人是不是也对我有意思啊？
My lady, thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
I was going to, but to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers.
怎么好像
Awful it must
很多女生都想要让我依靠她们啊？
offer you solace, to let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you, but I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world, although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
所以我们聊了一夜，还是在这一夜做了什么事情？我们来谈一下。
You might be right. I'll tell you what happened.
这个
I went to the tavern to buy ale for father. I know it's a job for a groom, but I didn't mind. My girl Bianca worked there. Our meeting was never to happen.
Oh, dear boy.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised father I'd help him. The sword was taking shape when Sir Radzig himself came to have a look at it. He prayed
You don't say.
that Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon. A horde of soldiers was amassed. Pennants flapped in the wind, the armoured
How awful.
and then death descended on Skalitz. Father told me to take shelter in the castle while he went to get Mother. She was stranded in the town, surrounded by Sigismund butchers. And then I saw him knocking down one human after another. I never saw him fight like that. But then the leader of Sigismund's raiding party, knights, cut down my father without a thought. And then he turned on my mother.
You poor boy. May the Lord have mercy on their souls.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Townborough and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle. I no longer heard any sounds of battle coming from the castle, so Sigismund's army must have regrouped and started preparing for siege.
No doubt you're right.
Then I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the no wench. She'd been caught by a gang of human savages
特丽莎
who tried to violate her.
我死了3次哎，还是2
Even
次
though。there were several of them and they were better armed, I had to try and save her. I wanted there to be at least one, and I succeeded, even though it almost
然后我差点没命了。
After that, I stole a horse from them, and
Like a valiant knight.
I'll never forget the horror.
哦，没了。怎样？这夜来了吗？
It's terrible. How could something like that happen?
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
You poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding. Those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Also, in comparison to the horrors he went through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Ah.
Really?
领主被囚禁了。
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Pribyslavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king, and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone, and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years.
哇，被关了7
That's
年
how
哦。
long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then, he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end,
哦，最后还是赎
I
钱
raised
哦。
the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years. And was Harville punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm
衰弱的老
old
人。
man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on. Now, we're here.
My lady,
所以他被关了7年，然后是他的夫人赎钱把他赎回来，结果赎回来以后，国王就要叫他去做东做西的，哦，太夸张了吧？
Lad. Would it be true? But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep.
哎，你食物拿走了，我还没吃哎，
I enjoyed our little talk, Henry.
你放着就好了啦。
And God bless.
good night, my lady.
那你怎么把食物拿走？那你拿来的意义在哪里啊？不是，你好像躺反了哦。你为什么要笑？ 做噩梦哦，不要当个懦夫。
Henry, wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What's happening?
哦，来检查
Come
鞋
to
子
the
了吗？
battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Scouts.
哦，切，还有在检查我鞋了。哎，他没有理我哎，我鞋子没脱哎。好，走走走，从桌子上拿。哦，这个哦，拿起来，按一使用火炬。哦，这样可以可以，走走走。哇，下大雨了。我这边啊，好，走这里。 来了。
Sigismund and his army prepare for the worst, but don't be daunted by their numbers. Heed my command, and all will end well.
What's going on?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Why would Sigismund advance on Talmud tonight? Then who is it? The scouts Gibbet sent to Scarlet to spy on Sigismund. Said he'd set up camp. It doesn't make sense.
What else did the spies see?
Not much of anything. Before they could get close enough to
不知道一个亨利为什么可以问这么
And
多
you？ were right. Sigismund has a hell of a lot of soldiers, including all manner of mercenaries. Well, anyway, we'll find out when they get here. Closely.
Right.
Halt! Who goes there?
Lucifer and all his minions! Who else, Robert?
Sir Ansig. What a relief.
Is his lordship there with you?
Yes, sir. He is right here.
What are you doing up so late, Dimish? At your age, you need a good night's sleep.
Well, Raptic, you didn't exactly pick the best time for an outing either. In a big hurry?
It was a bit of a scramble, all right. Believe it or not, this tempest is a godsend for me and my men. As my old granddad used to say, better a sore throat than a slit throat.
I'd say your grandfather was a wise man. Your messenger told us what happened.
Messenger?
The lad you sent to warn us.
He's alive? He made it to you?
He's here with me. He only got away by the skin of his teeth, though.
God.
A brave young man. But tell me, friend, how on earth did you manage to get away?
Thank God for this tempest. When it began, Sigismund's Tatars crawled into their holes and left us storming the castle for more clement weather. We were able to sneak out right under their noses. The Lord be praised. We wouldn't have stood a chance against them.
Would you like to spend the night in Talmberg?
No, no. When Sigismund finds the castle empty tomorrow, he might come looking for us. We'd only be exposing you to danger. Without me and my men, he has no call to attack you.
What will you do then?
We'll march to Ratai. It's only a short way, and there we'll have a better chance of defense and enough room for all of these people. If Sigismund should come, better bend your knee, Divish. There's no point dying in a battle that's futile.
You're right there.
Is that boy still with you?
哇，为什么领主那么在乎我？
You have courage, lad. That I can't deny. I am sorry about what happened. Would you care to join us?
I'd like to, sir, but first I have to return to Skalitz.
Are you mad? What do you want there?
I can't leave my mother and father. I won't leave their corpses rotting in the street. I'll join you once I've taken care of them.
Don't even think of going back there, you donkey. Are you tired of living?
Sir!
Quiet! I'm sorry about your father, but getting killed as well won't help him. Divish, make sure that lad doesn't budge from Talmberg until things quieten down.
Not to worry, friend. Anyway, he's injured and needs to recover. I'll lock him up here as if he were Hovel of Balding.
I've seen you've grown a thick skin since your tribulation, sir. But thank you. We'll meet again when circumstances are more favorable. Farewell.
Farewell, friend, and good fortune. Give my regards to Sir Hanish.
I will. And good luck to you and your people too. These are dark times. Move out! Anywhere, people! Move out!
Men, tonight we'll have triple patrols. Sort out the watches between you as always.
What is it you need?
I could use an extra pair of eyes. You're the key. Will you keep watch of the battlements with my men?
Is that a request or an order?
I'd rather it's a request. Yes.
Of course I'll help.
然后
I'll have to pay you
你
back.
说好，我就给你请求。
Don't worry. I'll tell the man to relieve you later.
现在在藤垛上站岗啊！我在哪里站岗？教一下啊！
God be with you. What do you think about how the...
Thank the Lord. I thought it was Sigismund.
Seems everyone thought that.
Well, we were all expecting the worst. And come he will, of that I'm sure. By the way, Henry, my condolences.
啊，不是啊，你要教我吗？我要站在哪里？
Wandering around like a stray sheep. Must be your first watch, eh? I don't think anything much will be happening today. You can just lean against the wall and wait till morning.
淋雨哦，你给我个头盔吧，我就会着凉哎。随便找个地方哦，那我们站在这边啊，按 T， 哦，站到天亮啊，来啊！哦，天亮了，怎么会？咋了？等一下怎样了？
Let's go! Let's go! Move it! Let's go! Go!
那边亮了，没有人啊。哎，雨怎么停了？哇，这人数。
See how the self-appointed king wins the love and respect of his loyal subjects.
Indeed, Robard. Sigismund of Luxembourg has a rare talent for winning people over to his cause. You may be in for a surprise. I don't think he will set his heathen dogs on us today.
Greetings, Lord of Tamberg.
That's the bastard who led the attack at Scarlet and killed my parents.
Don't be an idiot. Do you want to end up like them? I am Sir Markvart von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia, who has resolved to strike against those who disrupt concord in the land and to restore order in the name of his brother, King Wenceslaus IV.
Restore order by burning and pillaging the king's estates.
Greetings, Sir Markvart. The efforts of the king's brother to bring order to this chaotic land are undoubtedly known. It seems to me, though, that he and his army have somewhat strayed. As Burgrave of Prague Castle, I am entirely beholden to the king, and here in Talmberg divine peace reigned until your arrival. To what then do we owe the honor of your visit?
Yesterday His Majesty took action against the enemy of the kingdom, the Ratsik Kopila, who has been using the silver from the Skalitz mine to fund insurrection against the crown. Unfortunately, the insurgent escaped. Would you happen to know, noble sir, where he might be at this time?
As far as I know, the Sir Radzik of which you speak is the king's hetman at Skalitz. I find it hard to imagine that he would rebel against our king. Nevertheless, I can assure you that Sir Radzik is not at Talmberg. He would be a fool indeed to flee from one castle, where he has little chance of defense, to another, where he has even less. Or do you take the view that my humble manner is any obstacle to your army?
老江湖啊！
Am I to inform the king then that the Ratsik Kopila is not at Talmberg and that he has your loyalty?
Sir Radzig Kobe is not here, and I have no intentions of getting embroiled in affairs from which I have nothing to gain.
Very well, sir. As you wish. I will relay your words to the king in the hope he will be as well disposed as you seem to be.
Those who have clean consciences and goodwill may find themselves well disposed even at moments like this, when there is little cause for joy. Farewell, sir.
Auf Wiedersehen.
哦，撤了。
My lord, you have my utmost adoration.
Get on with you, Robard.
真的是聪明哎，难怪是混迹江湖的人啊！我被看到了。好，那我们今天的实况可能就到这边结束了。我是 F，那我们下次再见喽，拜拜。